Hello friends, thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to talk about Paradiddle. And I know you're thinking about what does that have to do with leadership. Here at Unity Consulting, we're all about growing people and developing leaders. But believe it or not, Paradiddle has everything to do about leadership. So do you even know what that means? Any musicians out there? Paradiddle is a musical term for drummers. The actual definition here means it's an alternating drum beat with the last two beats on the same hand. So alternating means left, right, right? Just like a drummer, right? We'll kind of get the sticks going with alternating hands. But the last two beats are on the same hand. And even say the word paradiddle. Paradiddle. It has 4 syllables to it. When a drummer is drumming a paradiddle, he's saying that word to himself, or maybe even out loud. So let's get our little drumsticks out here, okay? If we're going to be alternating the hands, it means it's going to be left, right, left, right. But paradiddle means the last two are on the same hand. So left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. You know, go YouTube a really good drummer if you want to see this in action, because it is pretty magical when you see it happening. When a drummer uses a paradiddle, it actually helps them to play the beat, I guess, faster because of this process. I mean, I'm not a drummer. My son is. My husband is. I'm not. But I really like the idea of learning a fun word. So here, you just learned what a new word is. And for the last 2 minutes, you are now smarter now than you were 2 minutes ago. You can share this at the dinner table and impress your family. So this exact little learning lesson is exactly how I used to open up my sales meetings when I worked with companies out in Washington, D.C. I remember the first time I did it, I said to my coworker as we were walking in, I said, "Hey, I got the opener today." She's like, okay, totally trusted me. Okay. And then we got started. We walk into the boardroom, beautiful boardroom with a lot of people around the beautiful table. And I said, "Hey, I want to teach you what a paradiddle is." And we went through this whole thing, and we showed them. I defined it for them. We watched a YouTube video, so they heard it, they saw it in action. And then I said, yeah, now you can impress your family tonight at dinner. Let's go on and talk about what we're here to sell to you. And we did. We went on with our normal sales pitch that we were all planning to do, and it went wonderful. And at the very end, I said, oh, by the way, what's a paradiddle? And nobody could define it for me. But some people brought out their drumsticks, and they were showing me what a paradiddle was. So that's exactly why I taught this to you in the beginning. Because I defined it, and I showed it to you, we heard it, and we did it. And by you showing me something that I taught to you 30 minutes ago means that you retained it. But you didn't retain it the first way that I shared it with you. You didn't retain it because of the definition. You retained it because you were doing it. And the longer we sat there, somebody eventually was able to define it for me, right? That's the point. As leaders, as we are helping others to grow, we will automatically cater to how we like to learn. I like to talk fast. I like to share it with you. I want to get going. Let's just do it here. Let's go. That barely connects with anybody. If I can slow down a little bit and think of all of the learning styles, have I defined it? Have I documented it? Have we watched it successfully in action? Have I done it myself with a little guidance? Have I done it myself with somebody next to me for security? That's what will help grow other leaders. So keep this in mind. Keep this in mind whether it's your husband or your wife or your child or your coworker, or maybe you're a volunteer and you're just working with somebody trying to make things work in a very efficient manner. Keep this in mind that we have to cater to the multiple learning styles, and we can't always figure out what somebody else is. So we just have to give them it every single way and let them connect with really what their connection point is. You know, for these sales calls that I used to do out in Washington, D.C., I really don't remember what the results were, but I do remember, especially this first meeting, I had a gentleman come up to me at the end, and he said, "Wow, that was good. That was really good." He says, "I'm excited to share Paradiddle with my son tonight, but you really connected. Thank you. Isn't that what it's about? He'll never forget what Paradiddle is. He might forget me. He'll never forget Paradiddle, and that's our goal. Remember the content that we need you to learn. So please share with me, how does this work for you? And stay tuned for the next video coming soon.